could probably point him towards, you could lean him towards another ticket, maybe a fix-it ticket, if you want. I've done that. Just lean him. I had a female highway patrol pull me over. By Ventura. I was hauling ass, but my plate was bent. You know, it wasn't visible. Not bent. It was like it had something that made it not as visible as it should be, like a bracket on it or something. And she gave me that ticket, which is a fix-it ticket. Which I took that in a heartbeat because I was hauling ass. And it wouldn't have been good getting a speeding ticket. But anyway, that's what you can do. You can probably talk them through some sort of fix-it ticket. But if you suggest it to them, they're not going to do it. That's another thing I learned with highway patrol. You got to point them towards it. But like, oh shit, my plate. Like, oh man, are you going to give me a ticket for my plate too? And then they'll be like, oh no, you know what? I'll just give you that. But if you say, hey, can you give me the plate ticket instead of the speeding? Oh no, you're getting the speeder. So, because that's just how they do things. That's how they roll. Now in New York, you could talk to the cops a little more. But it's best to avoid it. I'm not going to even go into it, but with NYPD, you're best to avoid them. Do everything in your power to avoid even talking to them. You know, because they have very limited patience. And if you say something or do something that they don't like, it could escalate pretty quickly. So basically, highway patrol, NYPD, avoid them at all costs. I mean, of course, don't get a felony trying to do it, but you should avoid them, because if you deal with them, it's going to mean a ticket. I don't know what that guy was riding. Looked like a moped on here, which is crazy. I'm surprised he was on there. That's totally nuts. So I guess I can just stay on this Grand Central rather than go to... I mean, it's telling me to stay on the Grand Central, but you know, I'm thinking against that. Actually, no, it's not telling me. It's telling me to get off at the exit for... It's telling me to get off the exit for the airport, Kennedy Airport, 678. So that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking I was going to be taking. This is a rough road to be taking at 4 o'clock or 3:30. It's just starting to jam up now. I just came through just in time, but basically this will just be rock solid jam for the rest of the night. Yeah, so coming from Upper West Side to here is really difficult, actually. I wonder how limo drivers do it, going to the airport and stuff. Because, you know, Upper West Side has a lot of people going to the airport. I wonder if they just take 36th Street across, and then, you know, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm sorry, 36th Street, yeah. They take that across because that's the only way you're going to be able to get to the tunnel. Yeah, they could take the tunnel to the Midtown Tunnel to LIE and then jump on here. I mean, that's about the only way you could go to get here. One thing, I'm looking for a helmet. I don't know if people can tell me one that has anti-fog for the sunglasses, because the sunglasses in this helmet defeat the purpose. Like, this is my AGV was the same, and this is a HJC, but if you do the pin lock, you can't use the sunglasses. Once you pull them down, they just fog right up. And I've tried spraying them with anti-fog and everything, it just doesn't work. You know, once it hits December, the sunglassing is useless. And there's pretty some days there can be a lot of glare, so it sucks, because if you wear sunglasses inside your helmet, it's the same thing. And then what happens if you do leave your helmet open? Your face is blocked like a raccoon when you get where you're going, which has happened to me numerous times because of all the pollution. People are like, "Hey man, your face is like blocked. You need to go wash your face." So now I just leave my shield closed, and I have my neck gaiter over my nose and mouth, because there's too much pollution from the cars and stuff. And you know, I notice in California there's pollution, but you don't see the visual pollution on your face, but you still feel it in your chest. I'm not running over that. I don't know what's in there, what nails are in that shit, staples, whatever, I don't even know. I don't run over anything in the road because I got bit like that. I remember I ran over a small little piece of wood one time, and then bam, I heard whoosh, and I was like, oh fuck. And I didn't have a tube with me. I had tire sealant, but it didn't help because the tire sealant doesn't really work well on tubes. It works well on tubeless tires, but not on tube tires. Once you get a hole in your tube, you gotta patch it, which on a bike like this is a freaking nightmare. I mean, you're not gonna patch a KLR tire on the highway. You're gonna need to get somewhere quiet, and you got something to prop the bike up with. You gotta make sure you have enough tools. If you have to bang your axle out, if your axle's stuck, you're fucked. You're just gonna have to drive it home. This is a bad road, man. This road's scary. I never liked this road. Yeah, it's a rough go of it on this road. Really rough. Look at those guys, they're hauling ass. This road is very dangerous at night. People do crazy shit on it.